Oh, good evening, good morning, everybody. Oh, it's a beautiful night. It's full moon in Capricorn tonight. I was just listening to a video I made a year ago. Wow. I was really in a workaholic, brokenhearted state. That was crazy. And man, I have changed so much. I've grown so much. I've learned so much. Not about myself, about others. And, a person had me in a space and place where I felt like, oh man, I felt like trash. Not even trash, just like I lost myself. I lost myself drowning. It's just like, have you ever just lost yourself in somebody else and then it's just like you forgot about you? I have forgot about me. And I can honestly say I'm so in a different headspace right now. And I appreciate everybody that ever came on and watched my videos and, commented. I was just trying to explain. So many people look for answers for somebody else to give, for somebody else to give them answers to things. And really, if somebody is treating you like a piece of shit and they genuinely don't care, it's probably best that you just leave that person alone. I'm pretty sure, everybody in the world, not just them, have had mommy issues, daddy issues, abuse, neglect, all of those things. At some point, you have to tell yourself that's not what God wants for you. It's okay to be friends with somebody and, pray with them, pray for them, console them, even be a good listening ear if you want to, you know. But to just keep saying over in your mind or thinking that this person is going to ever change, you are wasting a whole bunch of time. It was toxic. It was toxic, you know. And it's funny, even a year later, I'm in a whole nother relationship and this person still feels the same way. And I don't know if it's out of jealousy because I got a new car, I had a new place, and all these great things were happening for me. And they weren't, popping for him like he wanted to, But I was always there as a good friend, and we weren't together, you know. But for some reason, he just has this figment imagination that I was just some god awful terrible person when I gave my last. Homeless, no car. I gave my last. And at some point, even watching all the readings in the world, sun up, sunrise, you have to take the responsibility as an adult with common sense and just say enough is enough and you deserve better, you know. And it's not going to be easy. You're going to cry. You're going to cry your eyes out. You are going to cry till you have snot coming out of your face, okay? I know, because that was me at one point in time. Snot just everywhere. I was trying to I don't got no good lighting right here. No? Oh, that's some kind of good lighting. But why? I guess sometimes we have to go through this process so we can recognize what being treated right looks like, you know. And sometimes you focus so much on a person, you forget about your own goals, your own life goals, and stay busy, stay really, really busy. That way, you'll probably run into that person that is actually meant for you, you know. And it's funny because the person I'm with now, I grew up with him. And who would have thunk it, you know? Like, what? That went over my head. He found me, you know? And we were out of touch for a little bit, but, you know, people be thinking about you. You don't even have a clue who may or may not be really thinking about you. And you probably done long gone forgot about them people. But somebody out there somewhere is thinking about you and probably searching high and low looking for you. And you might even run back into them. Just like, hey, you here on vacation? Like, you know, what? um, but I'm glad I'm not in that headspace anymore. I was, I wasn't happy. I was not happy on that path. That path it wasn't for me anymore. It ran its course. And I still think about him sometimes. I do. But my happiness is way more important than to keep going back and forth in my mind if I should have waited a little longer. I don't think I should when I have somebody that wants to marry me and wants to be with me. So I'll be back sometime tomorrow. Maybe I'll be on here while I'm out and about or on my walk and go live or something. I was just up because I had too much coffee today. And my mind, I'm thinking about a lot of different things, you know. But I wish a lot of people would use a lot of the common sense. Sometimes you gotta get knocked upside the head a couple times, and not not figuratively speaking, but you know, you keep running into a brick wall. Eventually, you'll stop. You know, you'll stop and be like, okay, this really hurts. I'm gonna stop doing that to myself now. You know, and you have to figure out what your self-worth is. What is your self-worth? You know, why are you giving it to somebody else that could probably care less? Because they don't, a lot of people, unfortunately, weren't shown the right way to do things in life or didn't know how to handle being hurt by the opposite sex or were maybe abused as a child physically, sexually, emotionally, and unfortunately they don't know how to reach out and ask for help, so they tend to hurt other people and continue this drastic path of destruction. And you know, that's probably why a lot of people are still single, because of those things that are still, you know, bothering them deep down inside that they don't talk about, you know. But I think about, you know, all my past relationships, wasn't really many. It was always this spirit of jealousy that I had. Like, you know, I didn't understand having a male, female best friend or even friend, you know, that's okay, long as it doesn't cross those boundaries, you know. But you know, as you get older, you start to understand, you know, things, and some people just rock like that. And I just really wasn't one of those people, because I felt like whatever you need to say to somebody else, you should be able to say it to me. So it made me like I wasn't lighthearted enough or something along those natures. I'm working on that, you know. And as an Aquarius, it's just, that's not how we rock. But I'm learning to be more open minded, you know, in those aspects, because I do understand that males do have female friends that they're actually friends with. And I don't think I've been locked up in a box anywhere. I see it all the time, but it crosses the line when it becomes more than that, or somebody, overstepping their boundaries and they're talking about their relationship with this person. Those are things that overstep the boundaries to me, in just my opinion. And I'm sorry I said retard a lot in my other video. I definitely did not mean to offend anybody that has a special needs child, because I have two. It's just my way of, I guess, saying how people, to me, and it's just, they really are dumb. And, I just don't be understanding how some people think, or their way of thinking, and how they process things to try to sell people things and sell them hope, when you can sit down and have your own hope. You can sit down and write all that stuff down. You write it, you burn it, and keep it pushing. However many times you gotta write it and burn it, eventually you're gonna get tired of writing it and burning that piece of paper. You know, I used to keep a note. I have lots of notebooks, because I write in them whenever I'm thinking about something. I write in them when I have a thought about something that's important to me. And it's not I wouldn't say a diary, but a log of my thoughts at that certain hour or that certain time. And then I just go back and read over, and I'm like, man, what was I thinking, or what was really going on with me? If people keep logs of their lives, they go back and read them every 6 months, that might help guide you, like, okay, I was tripping, I need to tighten up, because don't waste your time and your life on just one person or somebody. A lot of people don't want to hear that, because they have this hope factor that I think, I hope he's gonna get back. Like, at some point you just have to let that go. you know it's not gonna get better. It just gets worse. You might have a couple of happy moments, and nobody said everybody's extremely happy all the time. That is so false. But at some point of just you being miserable, it's just time to say goodbye sometimes. you know and who knows, maybe it's a break, maybe it's forever. Just never know. you know But I have talked for 13 minutes. So I am going to say au revoir, and I will continue this tomorrow while I'm out, and do maybe a little live video for you guys to come in and ask questions. Or I guess the people that viewed it, and I guess somebody that didn't like my last video. I don't know who that was, but congratulations. Yay for you. You don't have to like it, because you probably don't understand it, and that's okay too. Because you're probably one of those people that don't meditate, pray, or whatever. But I'm not going to give you that, because I'm going to stay in my positive energy. So you guys have a blessed night and a blessed morning.